Hi everyone, welcome to another strength series workout. Today we're going to work on our back and our shoulders. So it's really going to be the back of our body. We're just working on those traps and our neck a little bit as well. So we'll have exercises for our lower back or mid back or upper back, the whole back region. So our format today, we're going to hold a typical back exercise for about 30 seconds. We'll pause and then we're going to shift right into a more shoulder-based exercise for 10 repetitions. So we're going to still follow that superset format a little bit, but it'll be a good one. Little different format today than the past couple days. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll get started. All you need today is weights if you have them. I have a heavier set for my back exercises and a lighter set for my shoulder exercises. As always, if the ones you grab are too heavy, don't feel bad going down lighter. Better to do the exercise with proper form than with heavier weight. And it's okay to do it with no weight at all, right? Sometimes I do that, so totally fine, any option. Also make sure you have some water, and if you want a mat, we are gonna be laying on the floor towards the end of the workout. So I know not everyone likes to lay on their carpet like I do. All right, so let's get started here. So our first exercise that we're gonna hold, let me just get my timer all set to go here. We're going to start with a row. So we've done this one before. We're gonna kind of squat down a little bit. We're gonna have our feet about hip width apart. Squatting down, nice straight back here. And we're just gonna grab our weights and we're just gonna pull them up. And we're gonna hold this position for about 30 seconds here. We're at 9 seconds. All right, so keep those elbows nice and close to the body. Keep breathing. We have 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna put those down. You can shake that back out a little bit. I'm actually gonna grab the same set for my shoulder exercise for this one. All right, I'm gonna face forward, palms are gonna face in towards your body, and you're just gonna shrug your shoulders up and back down for 10. Got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we'll do one more here. And we'll place the weights down and we'll rest for 30 seconds here. That was very loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that beep. Whew. So now's the time to get some water, just shake out the muscles a little bit. We have a couple more seconds of rest here, about 15. I'm gonna get some water. I'm always recording these early in the morning when all I've had to drink is coffee, so I definitely need to hydrate. All right, and we'll get going. Oh, that's our timer. So we'll pick up those weights again. Nice straight back, hold those weights nice and close into your body. About halfway through. All right, we'll rest and we'll go right into those shrugs. Yep, 2 more. Last one. And we'll place those down and we'll take a nice rest break. Whew. All right, we have about 10 more seconds, so do whatever you gotta do to get ready. And if you need more time, pause the video. All right, pick up those weights again, get into our row position. Probably feel those forearms burning as well. That's normal. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. One more round of our shrugs. Okay, one more. And you can place your weights down. All right, and we'll rest for 30. We're gonna get ready for our next set of exercises here. So this one, I'm only gonna grab one weight. All right, we're gonna do another type of row variation, but we'll only have one dumbbell. Okay. I have about 5 more seconds of rest here. Alright. So this time, you guys are gonna grab, let me start the timer. You're gonna grab your one weight and we're gonna hold it and just pull it up like this. So your arms are gonna be, your palms are gonna be facing up towards the ceiling. And we'll have more of like a reverse grip on the dumbbell. So you'll feel those forearms a little bit more this time. Got 9 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna place this weight down. I'm gonna grab my mid-range dumbbells here. You also might want really light ones. We're gonna get back into that position, that bent over position, and we're just gonna bring those arms out, kind of into a little bit like a T, but with bent elbows. Okay. If this is hard on your low back, especially after we just did a row, you can stand up straight and just make T's with your arms with no weights. Now I forgot what number we're on, so we're just gonna do 2 more. And 10. All right, we'll put those down. That felt like 10. I don't know what it was, but. All right, we'll rest for 30. All right, we got about 6 more seconds and then we're gonna launch right back into it. All right, we're gonna pick up that weight again. Nice reverse grip, hold it nice and close. This is your best friend. Okay, we're already about halfway through. Okay, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that weight down. Grab our other set of dumbbells, and we'll go into those flies. Got 1 more. Place those down, and we'll rest. Ooh. You can always make your rest more active by like just marching in place. If you want a little extra cardio, I usually like to shuffle around, as you guys can probably tell from watching my videos. Little movement is nice to keep the muscles warm. All right, not that we really have time to cool off with these short rest periods. We're gonna get going for 1 more time. My goodness. All right, we're gonna hold that reverse row here. right, about halfway through. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place that down. One more round of flies. One more here. You can place those weights down, and you can actually come on down to the floor. We're gonna hang out on the floor for the rest of our workout. We have one more circuit of exercises here. Both will be for our back. We're gonna do our pull downs as a hold, and then we're gonna do Supermans for our low back as our second exercise. So you guys can watch me at first to see what we're doing, right? That's why we have 3 sets. The first one we learn, the next 2 we work. All right, we're gonna lie on back. Right, so you can keep your feet planted on the floor, and then your arms are just gonna come back behind your head nice and straight, and we're gonna hold them there. So the weights aren't touching the floor, they're hovering above it. Now you can use individual weights. I have my 2 lighter weights, or you can just use one weight. I'll demonstrate that on our next round. 4, 3, 2, and 1. My arms are shaking there. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but they were. All right. We're gonna flip on over to our stomachs now, and we're gonna work that low back. So come nice and slowly onto your stomach. Ready? We're gonna raise the legs, so squeeze those glutes. Raise the legs up, your upper body up. These are like Supermans. So you can do Superman arms. I have a dog crate in my way, so I can't really do that. We're gonna do that for 10. Okay, so we're gonna come up, chest and legs rise, and down. 2. Coming up, and down for 3. We go up, down 4, up, down 5, down 6, up, down 7, up, down 8, 2 more, up, down, up, and down. Alright, then we'll flip back onto our backs. You guys can just roll over if you have the space. I don't. Love this tiny little apartment here. Alright, if you wanted to, if the 2 dumbbells is really hard to hold, you're really shaky, you can hold your dumbbell like this, okay? In the palms of both hands. And then we can come down and do that same hold. I'll give you guys a little more rest here. Do that same hold but with 1 dumbbell. If you felt fine with your 2 dumbbells, stick with the 2 dumbbells. Alright, you can also lower the weight and use 2 dumbbells if you like to feel that more, but we're struggling before. Alright, let's lay back down. And we'll hold, same thing, we want that weight hovering just over the floor. You should feel those back muscles really engaging. Just hold it here. You might get a nice stretch in that armpit chest region. You can feel it stretching a little bit. It wants to really tight, so we'll just do anything. 2 more seconds. Alright. We're going to flip over to our stomach. And we'll go into those Supermans. So we're going to bring those legs up, arms up, and down. Chest up, legs up. Make sure those thighs are off the floor, and down. Down for 3. Up. Down 4. Up. Down promise you'll feel it tomorrow. And if you don't feel it tomorrow, you need heavier weight. Right? Got 5 more seconds of rest here. You're gonna grab your weight or weights, and we'll come back down to the floor. Alright, bring those arms back behind you. The weights above the floor. Don't get help from the floor holding those weights down. Try to keep the arms straight, but you can keep a slight bend in the elbows so that your brain doesn't lock out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. One more round over Superman's. Legs and chest up and down. Up and down. Up, down. Up, down. We'll call it 5. Up and down. Call it 8. Up, down, 9. Up, down, 10. Alright. So that was a back and shoulder workout for you guys. Nice and quick. Hopefully a good way to start the day. We are back to the lower body tomorrow. We're going to do some legs and ab work tomorrow. So rest up well, stretch well, hydrate well, eat well, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.